Hi guys, Shaelyn here. Today we're going to be doing a full body range of motion stretch. It should take you anywhere between 10 and 15 minutes to complete, depending on how much of every exercise you'd like to do. So if you're interested, follow along with this video and I hope you enjoy. Alright, so we're just going to start out standing here, feet about shoulder width apart, wherever you're comfortable. And we're just going to lean our head from side to side nice and slow. So we're just going to go back and forth here, see how we feel. We're going to look over one shoulder and then over the other. So back and forth here. Always take note while you're stretching if one side feels tighter than the other, and think about how that relates back to your activities of daily living. We're going to take our chin, we're going to look up as tall as we can, and then we're going to bring the chin right down to the chest here. And coordinate this with your breathing. On your inhale, rise everything up nice and tall. Exhale, let everything fall forward. We're just going to start to do some small circles with our shoulders. Just reaching back. You can start to make those circles a little bit larger if you'd like. And continuing to get slightly bigger here. Really feel your shoulders come right up to your ears and then drop as you circle back down. Good. We're going to do the same thing but forward. Circles around. You can start out small and make them bigger. Again, let that shoulder come right up to the ear. Then let it drop as you circle forward. Good. Just give a little shake here. We're going to bring our hands forward, just like so. Palms are facing forward. We're going to take a nice deep breath in, and as we breathe in, we're going to lift the arms up nice and tall here. Exhale, let everything sink back down. So as we're doing this here, and as we rise our arms up nice and tall, we want to make sure that our ears are as far away from our shoulders as they can be. So keeping those shoulders down to the ground, keeping the chin up nice and tall. Alright, we're going to take one hand and we're going to make sure that our thumbs are facing upwards. We're going to cross the body and then we're going to open the hand. We want to think about sending this shoulder right back. Okay? So arm across the body, open everything up, feel the nice stretch through the pecs here, and close. So we want to keep the arm nice and straight, a nice 90-degree angle or so right here at the armpit. Same thing on the other side. Thumbs are up, nice and tall. Send that shoulder back. You can coordinate your breathing here as well. Let yourself shake out here. Our feet should still be about shoulder width apart. We're just going to bring our hands to either side of our legs here, and we're going to transition our weight down over one side. So nice and slow here. See how you feel. Come on, back up. Same thing on the other side. So just back and forth here. Again, we're keeping everything straight. The shoulder should be nice and in line with the rest of the body. It shouldn't be forward. So again, see how you feel with this one. See if one side of the low back feels tighter than the other. Add an arm extension movement here. So we lean forward, the opposite arm can come up nice and tall. Bring the arm back down and then stand back up. Down, arm up. So you can hold any of these positions if you'd like to, up to 30 seconds or so. Good. Come on back up. You can give yourself a little shake if you need to. We're going to bring the hands across the chest just like so. We're going to keep both feet planted on the floor, and we're just going to rotate to one side here and rotate to the other. We're just adding a small twist to the spine here. Again, very much seeing how we feel, seeing if we can look further behind us on one side than the other. All right, we're gonna keep our feet about shoulder width apart here. We're gonna bring our hands to our hips or right behind our back. And we're just gonna slowly draw the weight forward, sinking the glutes and the hamstrings back. And then we're gonna stand back up nice and tall. So from the side, it should look like this. Forward, my back stays nice and flat, almost as if I could balance a coffee cup on the back. And back up. So we want to keep our back nice and flat to really stretch out the glutes, stretch out the hamstrings, and maybe even into the calves a little bit here. Alright, so we're going to transfer our weight onto one side here. Doesn't matter which one. Our heels are going to be on the floor, and our toes should be pointed up to the ceiling. Our hips stay nice and square facing forward, and we're going to do the same motion. So lean forward again, back stays nice and flat here, and we're going to stand back up. So this is just going to send that hamstring stretch a little bit deeper and into the calves as well. So from the side again, my leg is nice and straight, my back stays flat. So you can alternate legs here, or you can do it a few times on one side and then switch to the other. It's whatever's good for you. In this video, I've obviously just done the one side, so I'm going to go ahead and make sure I do the other side as well. So again, you can shake your legs here out a little bit. We're gonna take one big step forward with the body, and we're gonna try and bring this opposite foot, whoops, directly in front of the other foot here. So take that foot forward, try and keep everything nice and square here. Again, my toes should be nice and lined up like I'm almost on a balance beam. And we're just gonna fall forward again and back up. So you may need to hold on to a wall or something to do this one, and that's totally okay. Good. We're gonna take that leg back, close the legs, so one leg over the other leg, and we're gonna fall forward again here. So just nice and slow. Okay, you can uncross the legs. Again, always give yourself a little shake before moving on to the next one. And same thing. Foot takes a full step forward in front of the opposite leg. Everything should be nice and long. Back stays nice and flat. Fall forward. And again, if you need to hang on to a wall or a chair for balance, by all means, go ahead. Okay, we're gonna come on back. We're gonna take this leg across the body here. So legs should be closed up. And same thing, we're falling forward again and back up. So my back in all of these stretches is staying nice and straight. My fold forward is coming directly from the hips. They move back slightly as my body comes forward. Shake the legs out again here. I'm gonna hang on to the wall for this one just because it's easier for you guys to see actually. So we're gonna hang on to the wall if we need to. We're gonna bring one leg back straight behind us, toes pointing down. We're gonna plant those toes on the ground so they curl under just like so. And then we're slowly gonna transfer that weight back into the foot. So you should feel a nice stretch right through the front of the foot there. You can come on out of the stretch by leaning the weight forward, and you can make the stretch more intense as you transfer your weight back. So you have full control over this one, depending on what you need. You can do a little ankle circle here. And then do the same thing on the other side. So leg is nice and straight, toes pointed down to meet the mat, and then we transfer the weight back to where we feel that we need to. Again, you can come on out of the stretch by sending the weight forward and sink a little bit deeper into the stretch by sending the foot back, the weight back, sorry, into the foot. And again, a little circle here. That's all we need to do. And there you go. I hope you enjoy. Have a great day.